Welcome back to the series, episode 7. Today we're gonna take a little bit of a today we are going to take a little break from leader stats and we'll do more about stuff that kind of deals with the player. So of course, do not delete any of these scripts. Just comment all of them out. But yeah, we'll do more stuff that deals with the player today. So, yeah. So first things first, go to your leader stats script and comment everything out. Literally everything. Get rid of all of this. We don't need it. Go to your ad. Um, you know what? Don't comment it out. Faster way. Just team switching. Disable. So make sure enabled is not ticked. And the increment value and de-increment value. Control click both and drag these into server storage. And then once we did that, next thing what you're going to do is add a brand new part into the workspace here. And now there are several things we can do with the player, but I think the very first place to start is just damaging the player and showing how we can I don't know, just kill them in all different ways you can damage the player. So, first things first, name it damage part. And if I were you, I would make it red, orange, whatever your color is. And then once you do that, um, add a script in damage part. And then what you do is game dot player. It's pretty predictable. Dot player added. Connect it to a function. And don't forget to pass the player as a parameter. And then once you do that, you can say script dot parent dot touch connect the function. Pass hit as a parameter. And you can say if hit dot parent is equal to the player dot character, then you can say hit dot parent dot hit dot parent colon wait for child humanoid um dot health minus equals 100. In other words, it kills the player. Now, if you're asking why hit, what that parameter does is makes it so it checks only if the player touches it and not anything else. For example, if I were to touch it, I would die. But the whole purpose of hit is, as you can see, it's touching the base plate, but I'm not dying. Pretty clever. So that is exactly how hit works. Just touch it and you die. Now, another good way of doing this would be to just damage the player rather than killing them. So first things first, top bar, delete all these scripts you're not using. They're pretty useless right now. And then we can subtract 0.5. So now it can only damage the player. And I was thinking for the last episode of the series, we can try making a pretty last few episodes. We can try making a cool game, but that's only if everything goes well for most of the people watching. So now as you can see when I touch it, I only take slight damage, and then I don't really die. I just take damage. I have to walk over it a lot to actually die. But I'm not gonna be here until 2060, so we're not gonna do that. Now, another way you can do this, well, that's basically all about. That's basically like the only way you can like kill the player. But say when you want it touched, I want them to die. I want them to walk faster instead. Make walk speed equal to 24. So now, once they touch it, they won't die. They would walk faster. Once it loads, you can see. Hold on. Let me just go on the crazy coding scene because that's what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I disabled that script. Okay, anyway. Once I touch it, I am speed. Actually, let's make it a little faster because that doesn't affect my speed much, does it? What if I were to make it 55 instead of 16? I mean 24. So if I were to make it 55, now let's see what happens. Here we go. So now, if we do this, if you touch it, you would go super fast. Oh, that's a good way of doing it. Or have it this way. So, re-enable your team switching script. And um get move this script, banish it into server script service, and remove the damage part. And let's call this script team dislike, and you'll see why in a second. So what we can do here is say player dot chatted. You can connect the function. We can do this. Don't forget to pass the message. You can say if the message is B, then you can say basically, oh no, I don't like coding at all. So you can be like, you know what? The player doesn't deserve this. So, because coding sucks. So what you can do is say, um, local fire equals instance.new fire and fire.parent is equal to the player dot character and wait for the head the child of head. And you can make the actually that's about it. And then after that you can like be and then now you can see that if the player were to switch their team to crazy coding, if it ever loads, so the player were to switch their team to crazy coding, oh no, now they're on fire. They're so on fire right now. They're like, oh, the person who made this really hates um crazy coding. So now, if I were to go to Danny's the Best 2023 and I were to see that in the head there's fire. And you can see we also have other things. So we can have it this way too. You can say fire dot size equals 40 and fire dot color equals brick color dot new green or like lime green, I guess. And then you can see that when the player has switched their team, oh no, now they're really on fire. What's this? Color 3 expected got brick. Oh, okay. So now, if we were to do uh color 3 dot new, and we would make this a greenish color. Also, if this works, we can say player dot character dot humanoid dot display name would now equal crazy coding sucks. I don't think you can set that. I don't think you can set that in a script, but it's worth a shot. So now I were to hit B to crazy coding. Now I'm on fire because I really hate coding. The developer really hates coding, and he wants to punish the player. And that's how you be a person nobody likes. But yeah, this video is basically just like different ways you could punish or reward the player. So once again, like and subscribe. It's completely free. You can always change your mind later. Thank you for watching episode 7 of the series. Quite straightforward episode. And I'll see you in the next one, where we will be getting NPCs to chat with us.